Week 15, NFL picks against the spread.
GraYFire, Rich Famous.
When the winner chicken, then the money line clicking. Those who do it daily, one pop of his coupe or gray, got the fire badge lit up. Hit the band line in the air, throwing signals.
That's that money line. That's the intro to the song on our NBA videos every day. That's the intro to the weekly NFL picks, and that's my nigga GraYFire featuring Famous AAA off of that Raise the Stakes album. It's on all platforms right now. It's one of my favorites off the album and Raise the Stakes. Those is fire. Anyway, let's get to week 15. We're gonna rapid fire this. Been on here for 72 minutes. We're gonna rapid fire and get up out of here. We already had the Thursday night game, so just for transparency, I had the 49ers. The linebacker or whatever, he went out, kind of fucked the game up a little bit. Wasn't really sure about what was going on, but ultimately, I guess the Rams was the better team. They beat him now the last 3 games, even though prior to that, San Fran beat him like the last 7 or 8 games. So I guess it happens. Anyway, we 0-1 to start the week off because we had San Fran. First game of the week, we got Dallas at Carolina. Carolina -2.5, and I know they've been playing better. You know, they fought the Chiefs, and you know they fought Philly, woo, but should they really be 2-point favorites and a half at home? I don't think so. So I'm gonna go with Dallas. I'm gonna take Dallas. Next game, Kansas City Chiefs out on the road, giving 4 to Cleveland. Cleveland rocks, and you know just the same old drama. 12-1 for Kansas City for their whole 12 wins. Think they only covered 1 time. So every single game been a one, possession game. 3 points, 4 points, 5 points, 7 points. Not covering, first of all, on some going Raekwon shit. Niggas coming out not sounding right, first of all. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you niggas not sounding right. And you're not covering. And so if you've been betting with Kansas City, you've been losing this year. We had them a few times as locks. I think they'll win and keep their winning ways rolling. But I'm going to go with Cleveland with the 4 points at home. I ain't really rushing to the window to bet on this game. Next game, we got Miami on the road at Houston. Houston giving 3. Houston coming off the bye. Houston, a lot of chatter about, what's the nigga name? The young boy from their team. Can't think of his name right now. Rookie of the year. His name will come to me. The light-skinned brother. Rookie, a second year, sophomore type of action they saying. So it's like, you looked good last year. You made the playoffs. And I think they're going to make the playoffs this year too. Life is rich club. What's the word? We at the end of the show talking week 15 NFL picks. I think he will get it together this week. And I think they will cover. I'm not really sure about Miami. They good, but I think Houston wins this week. And I know the games that they have won, they 8-5. I think they only covered like twice. So I think they like 6 and 7 on against the spread. So we like Houston to win in the cover. Next game, we got the New York Jets at the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jags getting 3.5. This shit stinks with the Jets. Let's just I ain't gonna say I was one of the first ones to say, because we was on the Jets for a little while, and like a lot of y'all, we was like, they're going to get it together. They got Aaron Rodgers. They got that bad man discount double check. And the weeks just kept going by, and every week you looking horrible. You looking bad. You looking like El Trashy Dough. Like sprinkle some El Trashy Dough on Aaron Rodgers. You look bad, and you look old. Just like that, the NFL, Father Time is undefeated. And you was a mobile quarterback, unlike Brady, you know what I mean, and Eli Manning. You could get up, you could get away. Giving 3.5 to the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'm going with the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'd be damned if I take the Jets. Would I be surprised if Aaron Rodgers come out, throw for 3 touchdowns, throw for over 200 yards, make it look like, oh shit, this who you was? No. Do I think it will happen? Absolutely not. Next game, Washington Commanders at New Orleans. New Orleans getting 7.5. Washington taking a little stumbles. I think they won their last game against Dallas, right? Let me check real quick. They beat They beat Tennessee after losing three straight. They on the bye. I think they beat the Saints, but I don't think they covered the 7.5. I think it's a closer game. I know Derek Carr went out. Matter of fact, the other guys out too, right? Who else played quarterback for them? Hill, the go gadget man. If he's out, which I think he is out, matter of fact, let me just do this real quick. I didn't want to get too winded. Who was the fucking quarterback, the backup quarterback? We may not be taking these niggas. Derek Carr, Rattler Spencer. And they don't even got the dude I was talking about. He's more like a tight end, special go gadget guy. But could they do it against these guys? You know what? I'm gonna go with Washington. I'm gonna go with Washington in the sense that I don't think the Saints gonna be able to keep up. Like even if you got Rattler or you got the other guy, y'all gonna be able to score because I think Washington will be able to score. So even though you're getting 7.5 to score, they're gonna probably win by 10. I'm gonna go with Washington. That is a big number to be laying on the road, but I think they could pull it off. Next game, we got my New York Giants. It's New York in the house. It's Brooklyn in the house. Uptown in the house. Like Shallon, are you in the house? My New York Giants is getting 16.5. They are fucking trash. Sprinkle them with some dirt. Baltimore, on the other hand, you've been stumbling, you've been fumbling. You got a big game next week, revenge game at the crib against the Pittsburgh Steelers. 16 is a lot. I think Baltimore will win. I don't think they're going to cover the 16. I think they could win by 14, 11. I don't see them winning by 17. They could, but in the fourth quarter, if you got the game wrapped up, and now you got to play Steelers next week, and you have to beat them next week. You cannot lose 2 times to them because you're already behind them, even if they lose to the Eagles, which we will get to in a second. Baltimore wins, my New York Giants cover. That's not a homer pick. Next game, Cincinnati Bengals at Tennessee Titans. Tennessee getting 5. Bengals finally got a close game win. You beat Dallas Cowboys. Finally got that monkey off your back, but no playoffs. And you don't deserve the playoffs. You playing like shit, even though Joe Burrow has been ball so hard, motherfuckers want to find me. But first niggas got to find me. He been doing his numbers, but the rest of the team ain't doing shit, and they've been losing. That's why they 5-8. Tennessee 3-10. Back-to-back road games. Could they come in and cover and win? Yes, they can, but I don't think they do. I think they win, but I think they back to their stinker ways. I'm going to go with the Tennessee Titans. I know that's a scary one, but I'm going with the Titans. Next game, New England at Arizona. Arizona giving 6. Arizona has to win this game. They got to keep pace with the Seahawks and the Rams if they want any chance of keeping their playoff hopes alive. I think they win. I don't think they cover. I'm going to go with the Patriots with the 6. They coming off a bye. Jay Mayo, whatever his name, Jay Mays. You know what I'm saying? I think they'll have a good game plan. Belichick took the I didn't realize I got the North Carolina colors on. Like, you know what I mean? So fresh is so clean. Ain't nobody dope as we are dressed so fresh is so clean. Bill Belichick got the job, etc. I think New England keep it close. Next game, we got the Indianapolis Colts at Denver Broncos. Broncos at home giving 4. Broncos been playing well, and move over bacon. Here's something more. You know what I mean? Like the commercial back in the days. Bo Nix, got to give him his flowers. He playing not like a rookie. He is with Sean Payton, who is one of the great minds of football besides Belichick and besides Mike Tomlin, a couple of other players, obviously what's the name from Sean McVay, and obviously Shanahan, even Campbell, showing to prove that they good coaches, right? What's the dude from Washington, Kyle Kicksby or whatever his name is? He's pretty good too, offensively wise. Anyway, I'm rooting for Daniels, but Bo Nix might got him, especially if they win, and I think they might win. But I don't know about covering. I think this is, and I know they've been playing well. Their defense is elite, but I don't think they cover. I think it's a 3-point game, and I think the Colts are going to fight like hell to try to keep their playoff hopes alive because they slightly on the outside of the skirts. Next game of the week, one of the games of the week. This is a good game. And football and sports is scripted and rigged, folks. And I'm telling you, this is an easy one. Y'all gonna be like, all right, but it's Buffalo Bills at Detroit. Detroit giving 2.5. Buffalo coming off losing to the Rams. Looking bad, I might add, even though they did put up 41 points. Detroit, on the other hand, coming off beating whoever they beat. Who they beat? It wasn't really no hard game. They beat the Packers. I'll take it back. Packers did try to come back a little bit. They needed the game and they didn't get it. They chasing Minnesota and they was chasing the #1 seed too, but they probably could kiss that goodbye. They do play Detroit last game of the season. So this is what I think is going to happen. I like the Buffalo Bills to upset Detroit at home. That would give Detroit 2 losses. Philly got 2 losses. Minnesota still got. Did we skip that game? No, they playing Monday. They got 2 losses. It will create some drama still for the NFL moving forward. If we already know who's wrapped up, who got what, then there's no drama. We're going to still watch, we're going to still bet, but it doesn't get the juices going like, oh, nah, this game means something. Both teams going to come in and play what they all. That's why sometimes when they flex the games, like when they already won, they're not going to play. They already got everything locked up. Some teams play. Some teams be like, nah, we're going to put the backups in. We need to rest our players for 2 weeks. And in a sport like football, all the rest that you get could be well received. With that being said, I think Josh Allen coming in. I think they win straight up. I think Detroit get their 2nd loss of the season. Next game, Tampa Bay at the Chargers. Chargers giving 3. Good game. I like Tampa Bay, though, man. I think he got the better weapons. I think Baker Mayfield wake up feeling dangerous, and I think they can win and pull it off. Next game, Pittsburgh Steelers at Philadelphia Eagles. Fly, Eagles, fly, up to the sky. And you've been hearing, what is it, Hollywood Brown, you mad at Jalen Hurts, you airing the laundry out, just throw the ball, man, like he's my quarterback. On some Terrell Owens shit, that's my quarterback. You know what I mean? When you've been around for a while, you know the spinning clips of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Wide receivers always been like that, except a few. It's always been me, and I. You got Saquon Barkley when he's running the ball, when Jalen Hurts is running off the play action all by design run. Their record is, they got a great record. Maybe 9-3 or maybe 11-2 or something like that. They got a good record. So why switch it up? And like Ho said, you can't change a player's game in the ninth inning. This is week 15. We want to win. And how Mike Singletary said, can't coach with him. Can't win with him. Like, I want winners. I want people that want to win. Regardless of all costs, I want people that want to win. And when you start being bigger than the team, and that's when they get rid of you. You know what I mean? Antonio Browns and, certain people, Rel Revis and Terrell Owens, with the theatrics, and even though Skip did paint him out to be the villain. With all that being said, with Philly, I think they come out, they put all the talk to rest. That's what I meant to say. After all this shit in the media about get me the ball, is it a problem? Is it not a problem? I think they come out and beat up on the Steelers. Steelers got to play Baltimore next week. So that is going to be in the back of their mind because they could lose this game. As long as they beat Baltimore again next week, then they got the division. If they lose this game and lose next week, then Baltimore is tied with you again now with strength of record and conference and all that. And I'm sure they don't want no parts of that. Sunday Night Football, Green Bay. Road favorites giving 2.5 to the Seahawks. I know Green Bay just lost. Seahawks, to my knowledge, I think they only got 1 victory at home so far this season. We're gonna check right now. 1, 2, 3. All right. So they got 1, 2, 3 games at home. They got this game and the Vikings next week at home, and then 2 on the road. So they haven't been winning at home. Green Bay is a tough opponent. I like Jordan Love. Trying to talk myself off the Packers. You know what I'm saying? With that 2.5, they're not really respecting Seahawks. Let me do this real quick. I know their games be close, but this is in real time. We didn't really get a chance to study like that much. Let me do this. Last 5 matches, Seattle Seahawks versus the Green Bay Packers. See how their last little history's been. Seattle, Green Bay won. Green Bay won the last two. Seahawks won. Green Bay won. Green Bay won. That's Seahawks too. Oh, they lost. I'm gonna go with Seahawks to win at home. I think they need to win. I know. I wouldn't be surprised at all if Jordan Love and Matt LaFleur, if they come in here and they beat Seattle. Seattle 12-man Sunday Night Football. They always have good games. Is it a catch? Is it not a catch? With Aaron Rodgers and shit, or was it the Seattle? Was it Russell Wilson and not DJ Metcalf, but the other wide receiver? I can't think of his name right now. Let's get this Monday Football, and then we get to the locks. Monday Night Football, we got Minnesota, who's 11-2 as well. I think they'll win, but I don't think they cover the spread against Chicago. Chicago getting 7. The second game, the Las Vegas Raiders getting 4. Atlanta, they home road favorites. Atlanta's just been looking bad. I think Atlanta win money line. I think the Raiders cover with that 4. I know I took a lot of the dogs this week. That's just how I see it playing out. Here we go with the locks. Theme music going before we give out the locks. There go the locks, y'all. Not from Yonkers, but the locks that get you and me.
GraYFire, Rich Famous.
Winner, taking down the money long clicking. Those who do it daily, one-on-one, pop 'em his coupe all gray, got the fire badge lit up. Hit the bad line in the air, throwing signals.
Here go the locks, y'all. Not from Yonkers, but the locks that get you and me. The winner, chicken dinners. We going with Philly. We going with Buffalo. We going with New England. We going with Houston. We going with Cleveland. And we going with Dallas. Dallas, Cleveland, Houston, New England, Buffalo, and Philly. $100 on that. 48-41. Yeah, kid, that feeling. Let me know who you taking. Let me know who you like. Let me know where you think I'm bugging out at. Or drop a comment about anything we was talking about tonight. Y'all know who it is. It's your guy, Popovich. Y'all was just tuned in. Popovich TV. We live. We rolling. We unscripted. We authentic. That feeling. Back up in here. One more again. Yeah, kid.